Tell him you mean what?
When I first thought to make a video about Andor, I wanted to point out how he's a passive character, and this isn't a good thing for a story. Characters need to have drive and purpose, not only for the sake of the plot, but also for connecting with the audience. However, I'd forgotten an important way of viewing stories. There are no bad elements, so a hard rule of no passive main characters isn't the right way to think of this. A writer only needs to consider the possible effects of the choice. With all of this in mind, my take on Andor as a character shifted from bad to good while rewatching the show to make notes. The issue with Andor being too passive can be seen in the fact that the side plot overtakes the overarching plot of Andor, accidentally and purposefully killing the Imperial soldiers. And this is because Andor isn't an active character for the overarching plot. In other words, Andor is just running from Cyril. So when Cyril isn't posing a direct threat, Andor feels like he's safe and the audience no longer has a reason to think about it so long as Andor isn't reacting to it. In other words, when the main character isn't concerned with the overarching plot, neither is the audience. At times, it also felt like Andor had to be pulled kicking and screaming into the side plot. For the heist plot, Luthen is the active character pushing those events forward, while Cyril is pushing the overarching plot forward. Andor is just trapped in the middle like a leaf in an eddy. And this is different than just side quests. As an example, Mando has frequent side quests, but he's also active in progressing both plot points. It's up to him to take Baby Yoda to safety, and that's the desire that helps connect him to the audience. We want what he wants, and we're invested in seeing him achieve it. By comparison, Andor just wants the basics of life.
It's better to leave. Better to eat, sleep, do what you want.
As stated before, this is a great example that there shouldn't be a static rule that the main character can't be passive. While Andor is a passive character, he is the best to showcase the oppressive nature of the Empire. They are large, all-encompassing, and when they set their sights on someone, that someone doesn't stand a chance. The aggressive people are killed, and there's no story of conflict for the ones who acquiesce. So the scrappy Andor is actually the best character to use to help round out the world building.
You lived because you ran.
There are plenty of stories set in this universe that focuses on the fighting spirit, but Andor is more about the will to survive. So remember, when crafting your main character, don't assume there's only one way they could be. Choose the proper option for your goal. As a final note, writers do want to put their characters through trials and tribulations for growth and forming a connection to the audience, but that doesn't mean we have to be cruel. Andor writers, you didn't have to do my boy like this.
Can't swim!
Especially after that rousing speech. He could have doggy-paddled his way to freedom. If you enjoyed this review, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.